DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Griffin is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now here is Harris. Harden finds Harris. Nets passing it around. Here's Jordan. Rocket 6. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
Now here's Hollis-Jefferson. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago. Average number in that regard.
And he makes both free throws. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside Griffin. Harris outside. Here's Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Lillard with it. Pass to Nurkic. Lillard, right side, and stolen by Harris. Oh, here we go with Griffin. Nobody back there. Finished off the break.
Griffin good at timing when it is that he leaks out. A huge target on the fast break.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Covington, and there it is for him.
And the handles Covington has are impressive, slicing and dicing through the defense with ease.
Irving with the bounce pass. Harris finds Jordan. Back to Harris. No good on the triple. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finished. It's just how shifty he is.
Harden outside. He's off on that one. Good D by McCollum. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Lillard against Irving. Shoots over Lillard, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Anthony's checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Jeff Green is checked in for Jordan. Three-pointer, Lillard. A shot, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Irving passes to Harden. It's stolen by Anthony. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Can't take Melo for granted on defense. That time with the active hands to help come away with the steal.
Harden outside. The dish now to Griffin. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Powell, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's Brown. Here's Dinwiddie. And he makes good on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Simons surveying the D. Now the feed to Kanter. Now the pass to Simons. The shot's good from Kanter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Brown. And it's good for 2.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Simons. Anthony in the corner. A floater. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when
I know that when the main guy,
he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the point guard. And the basket by McCollum.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Kyrie Irving. McCollum passes to Simons. Inside, here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo showing that he's still got it down there, gets enough space to get up and get to the rim.
Outside Irving. Pass to Claxton. And they pick up 2. Claxton's got his first 2 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
McCollum finds Anthony. Back to McCollum. A three-pointer off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Bobbed up there for Green. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's McCollum. He's got 5. And he banks in the layup. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Here's Irving. 6 points for him. Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. Here's the 3. 6 to shoot. Dinwiddie passes to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness?
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Jones comes in for Collins, and Norman Powell subbed in for McCollum. KD's checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Irving. It's stolen by Anthony. Jones drives in, and it's slammed in by Jones.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Now here's Durant. Over Anthony. KD with the bucket.
Hard to argue with that plan. Give Durant the ball. Let him show why he's one of the league's best.
1:04 left in the first half of the game. Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Passes it to Claxton. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Dinwiddie's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Pass to Powell. Now Cantor. And the pass to Powell. Lets it go with the 3. They get it again.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
And here is KD. From 11 feet away. Nice jump shot. Good. And the Nets lead by 2.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And that's it. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams. And that'll do it for us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And here are the Nets, setting the floor for the Nets. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Harden dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Harden. Covington with the steal. Here's McCollum. The rebound by Luwawu.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
And then Lillard slams it in.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's KD. That shot misses. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Harden surveying the D. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. Now here's Irving. 6 points for him. Count it. Good. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Lillard outside. And then Lillard slams it in.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Irving against Lillard. Irving misses.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 6, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Irving. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the Nets lead by 4.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Irving against Lillard. McCollum outside. Offline with his 3. Brooklyn leading by 4. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Monday Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Collins. Then for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Harris subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Good work there as it goes.
Well, he's just so good as C.J. McCollum at when to put the ball down on the floor and penetrate to the inside.
Harden outside. 1:09 left to play in the 3rd. Makes it off the glass. Harden's got 4 points this quarter. Lillard outside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And the Nets making a change here. Brown's checked in. The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Now, here is Irving. 8 points for him. There's 38 seconds left in the 3rd, and it's in there.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Lillard. It's good on the putback.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Brown against Covington. Here's Irving. And it's Portland with the rebound. For the lead. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
And Green's defense, very important to this team.
We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Nets lead by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Anthony, also Ennis Cantor out there. Norman Powell is out there with Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. So it's Brooklyn now, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
Go into the rack with energy and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's Simons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the first one drops. Joe Harris is checked in for Luawu. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. So it's Brooklyn now. The lead is 2. Dinwiddie outside. Passes to Claxton. He dishes it to Brown. Banked in off the glass. Brown's got the lead up to 4 now for Brooklyn.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Now here's Powell. Pass to Simons. Back to Powell. Launches a 3. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And James Harden has subbed in for Dinwiddie. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Here is Harden after Enes Kanter's basket from deep. The offensive rebound. Not going to go that time. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. The pass to Jones. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard with it. Picked up by Harris. Stolen by Durant. Here's Irving. And Jones sends it back. The kick out to Irving. Pass to Harden. And the basket is good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Passes it to Jones. Kicks it out to Lillard. Latrey. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. KD finds Jordan. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell. Here's Lillard following the basket by Blake Griffin. There's Hollis Jefferson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Now here's Irving. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here's Lillard. 3-pointer. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
1:15 left to play here in the fourth. On baseline, Jay. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
To the inside. Yes!
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Harden up top. Dishes it to Irving. Shot from 12. That one's not going to go. Now Portland takes it the other way. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And finished off by Griffin.
Oh, Griffin with a huge feel for those moments. Easy to see why he wants the ball in his hands.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Harden outside. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. the center position. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. High post Lopez. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Holiday, no one around him. Knocks down the 3 ball.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Now, here's Lillard. Steps back and fires. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Here's Lopez. Back to Holiday. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Now, you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
Lillard outside. The 3. That shot off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo against McCollum. Lopez inside. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Nurkic. There's Hollis Jefferson and Middleton with the block. Floats it up for Giannis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Lillard with it. From deep 3-point range, Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Holiday with the 3. Milwaukee getting another chance here.
He's finding some good shots early on. And what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Holiday surveying the floor. Giannis outside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivals. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Back to Lopez. Bucks passing it around. Middleton on the wing, covered by Lillard, and the shot is good.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Lillard outside. To the middle, Nurkic drops in the layup for 2.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered by the contact.
Here's Holiday. Giannis left side. Middleton outside. And the shot goes down.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here is Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Over Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez.
He's a real menace. Nurkic is 7'1". He's difficult to guard without fouling.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Anthony's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Derek Jones comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Last break, here come the Trailblazers. And the dunk by Powell.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some run-outs.
Here's Portis. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks ahead. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together, staying with.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And the shot goes in.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Now Teague. A rebound by Simons.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And Milwaukee has possession after the Trailblazers pick up two. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right. And I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Portis kicks to Teague. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Now here's Teague. Defense right on him. He can't get it to go. Jones drives in and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Connaughton passes to Portis. Back to Connaughton. Down low. Nifty move. He lays it in. Portis has got his first basket.
A high percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up. Maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Here's Simons. Kanter finds Anthony. This one for three. The rebound by the Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
And it's Simons missing. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Yep, it counts. Connaughton's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. Kicks to Powell. To end the run. They get the rebound. Anthony on the wing. Second shot opportunity. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
Connaughton passes to Teague. Pass to Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Portis has got 4 this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Anthony. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Powell with the steal. Antetokounmpo against Anthony. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. Anthony's got his second bucket.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
To the paint. Here's Tucker. Portis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. A junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your deep.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following him.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. And he might not get all the attention, but you talk about smooth scoring. And that should do it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. There's the pass to Nurkic. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Chris Middleton. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. McCollum no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Lopez kicks to Middleton. Dishes it to Holiday. Back to Middleton. That one goes in.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Lopez with the block.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooters.
DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo.
It hasn't taken them any time to find their rhythm in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field already.
Lillard with it. 7 points in the game. Portland no good that time either. Right side Holiday. Tipped away. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. To the inside. Lopez kicks to Holiday. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Portland making a change here. Collins is checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Forbes checked in. Middleton for 3. Offensive rebound. It's over Hollis Jefferson. Another miss by Middleton.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Now here is Holiday. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. Giannis dishes to Forbes. Fires the three. Tips it. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Giannis has got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
And it's Lillard missing. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside. He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Milwaukee leading by 11. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Pass to Forbes. Here's Lopez. He's guarded by Collins. Poked away and stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here we go. The fast break with Giannis. And Holiday throws it down.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Now here's Lillard. 12 points for him. The three-pointer no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
15 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Giannis, no good. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Nice shot by Portis.
Can't take Portis lightly from the mid-range. This is one of his go-to shots.
Trailblazers trail by 15. Powell, the pass to Simons. Back to Powell. And the rejection by Giannis. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Just 3 to shoot. Jones for 3. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. It's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Bucks. 17 points was their biggest margin. It's Portis, high post. Pass to Powell. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Teague. Bank shot, no good.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
It's Portis high post. Back to Teague. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Teague against Jones. Portis, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Enes Kanter. Lillard's checked in for Portland. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Lillard dishes the Powell. Back to Lillard. On deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And here's Middleton. From the arc. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Lillard way outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lillard's got 11 in the second half. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Outside Portis. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Portland the other way. Takes a 3. Lillard misses.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Six feet out. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Trailblazers trail by 13.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Bucks.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
That one wide left. Milwaukee with the ball. Now Middleton. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Outside Holiday. The 3. Powell pulls it in. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. And the lead is down inside single digits.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And so the Bucks take the... All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the Clippers starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point guard. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Covington in at the small forward. Batum for three. Lillard with the rebound. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. That three off the mark. George, that's a two-pointer. Portland grabs the miss. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Covington. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus. just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time. 4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Portland's gone 1-3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Six on the shot clock. McCollum against Leonard. McCollum, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Great rhythm on the catch and shoot. Kawhi showing us what's good.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame, assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. Trailblazers leading by 5, and they're pushing it up. There's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. George, no good.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Here's Lillard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Leonard kicks to Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard, over Jackson. The Trailblazers rebound.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Outside, George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
A ragged start for him offensively, but he'll take it. It brings him to 1 of 8 from the field.
Now McCollum back to Lillard. Unloads. Lillard again missing.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Jackson against Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing from past the arc. It's all tied in Portland. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. That's Rajon Rondo, and it's man in at the 3. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. It's a hand on it, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his second basket.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris, and that one goes long.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. The pass to Simons. For 3. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Rondo passes to Zubac. Collins against Morris. No good from Zubac.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the wing right side. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Now Collins. Cantor trying to free himself up. A second chance effort. There's Hollis Jefferson, and he's good on the 3-ball. Hollis Jefferson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Kennard for 3. Collins grabs the miss.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Pass to Simons. 1:31 left to play here in the half. 6 to shoot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Here's Simons. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Kennard for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Kennard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Portland.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Pass to Simons. A 3-ball. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now, here's Kennard. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Here's Simons. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Lobs it up for Cantor. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. You always like to be holding a double-digit lead at the half. And with their excellent second quarter, a 10-point lead, exactly what they've got. Shaq, how'd you And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Fires the 3. George missing again.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Lillard from deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. From deep, George drills it from outside.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Takes the 3. He can't hit that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 11. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Lillard from outside. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
George, no good.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Lillard with it, guarded now by Jackson. And that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
From downtown, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 13. Good bucket there from Paul George.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. McCollum against George. Back to Lillard. Shoots it up. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Lillard's got 8 points.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in, working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
52 seconds left in the third. Shoots the three. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Los Angeles making a switch here. .44 seconds left to play here in the third. Here is Lillard. He's got 8. 5 on the clock. And here's McCollum for 3. The shot missing. Great D that time from Leonard.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Lillard surveying the D. Paul George with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And the dunk by Jackson.
Because of George's strong defensive instincts, he's able to consistently disrupt opponents.
Lillard from deep three-point land. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Portland. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Man in at the 3, the small forward. Clippers trail by 11. It's stolen by Anthony. It's McCollum on the wing. And there's the pass to Simons. Shot clock at 6. Floats it up there for Nurkic. That shot off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off. And sometimes that's all it takes.
To the middle. Out to Anthony. Wide open. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Kennard for 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, second chance points again. A huge problem for this team.
Kennard for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for McCollum. Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. Anthony taking his time here. Stolen by Jackson. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the league.
Simons. And it's off from 3-point range.
trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
Powell, the pass to Carmelo. And now we've got the intentional foul. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And here's George for three. The three-pointer is right on target.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Anthony. It's stolen by Morris. And now the fast break. George with the ball.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Portland.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
From outside the arc. And it's George again missing. Portland leading by 12. Here's Simons. Outside Anthony. Pass to Canner. Back to Anthony. Over Morris. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Powell for three. The shot misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's George for three. And Ibaka kicks to George. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And it's Jones with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Canner, high post. From the stripe. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. Before we get...
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. And for the Nets, we've got Harden. Griffin is out there with Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Claxton in at the center position. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Lillard finds Covington. 4 on the shot clock. It's good. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Now here's Powell. Harden missing his last shot. Covington's shot is off. Irving passes to Griffin. Here's Claxton. He gets it in there.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
And Lillard kicks the foul. Back to Lillard. The 11-footer. Good on the jump shot.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Now here's Harden. Jacks up a three. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
It's the Nets now. Portland making their last shot. Count it.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area. Irvin has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
Passes it to Powell. Back to Lillard. Fires for three. Kept alive. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now here is Harris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Griffin. The kick out to Irving. Rebound by Nurkic.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here is Harden. The Blazers getting the bucket. Feeds to Griffin. Harden outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden. Often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Now, here's Cantor. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Durant up top, covered by Anthony. Durant dishes to Harden. Harden draws the double. Lets it go from deep. With the putback. Rebounded by Anthony. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. They lead by 7. Kicks it out to Lillard. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 7 points.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very impressive offense so far.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Brown, and it's Dinwiddie in at point. Here's Simons. Pass to Canner. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Durant, and the layup falls.
Well, his game offensively is fully developed. Durant has no holes in his offensive game. Comfortable from any place on the floor.
Now here's McCollum. The pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Fires it up. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Beautiful pick by Anthony.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie passes to KD. Dishes to Jordan. They get a hand on it. And slam dunk by Jordan.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got his first bucket in this one.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Dinwiddie finds KD. And finished off by KD.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Brown with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From 20 feet out, that one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Durant.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Simons. Here's McCollum. The rebound by Luwawu. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Simons surveying the D. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. This is his first free throw of the game.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
James Harden, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Irving. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Harden outside. Passes it to Claxton. Back to Harden. Goes up on the high post. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
It's the Nets now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Here's Harden. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers leading by 9. There's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Boy, Hollis Jefferson, a terrific athlete who actually thrives in transition.
Irving passes to Claxton. Back to Irving. He kicks it to Griffin. And the Nets miss again. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Here's Irving. Lays it in off the breakaway. Irving's got 7 points.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out and then make the right read in transition.
The clock runs out, and we're... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They have a 9-point lead. Shaq. And that'll do.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. We've got Robert Covington. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Hollis Jefferson in a power forward position. Now here's Powell. Lillard looking around from deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Nets.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now Covington following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Here's Lillard following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Pass to Nurkic. And here is Powell. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. If you look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Now Lillard. He's got 9. It's Powell on the wing. And he uses the glass on the layup. Powell's got 8.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Now here's Irving. 7 points in the game. And that one drops.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
For Portland, they've gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Lillard dishes to Nurkic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A Well, the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Now here's Durant. He's got 6. Yep, that one goes in there. 8 points for him.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. McCollum kicks to Cantor. Brown against McCollum. 5 to shoot. Nets trail by 3. Here's Durant. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The pass to Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. Goes up on the wing. Count it. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And Katie, here we go. That one drops for him.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
So for the Nets, Jeff Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. That one drops. He ties it up.
Oh, you look at Durant's resume. He's already accomplished most of the big individual honors. League MVP, Finals MVP, scoring champion.
Here's Simons. McCollum outside. Over Brown. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Green. Excellent D from Cantor. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Lillard from deep three-point land. Can't get it to fall. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Trailblazers. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Collins has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Joe Harris is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now, here's Lillard. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Durant in for Blake Griffin. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Covington. And slam dunk by Jordan.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Now here's Powell. Lillard attacking. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. In the corner, Irving with it. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Lillard, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Now, here is Harden. Jordan kicks to Harris. Outside for Durant.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Lillard. And no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Harden. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Now, here's Lillard. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. It's up a 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And the Wahoo subbed in for Joe Harris.
That's platinum-level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Now here's McCollum. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. There's the feed to Lillard. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Luwawu, the pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden. So much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Here's McCollum. Launches it. The rebound by Harden.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Now, here is Irving. And here is Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Green. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
To the left wing, Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Irving. Pass to Luwawu. There's the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
McCollum, no good. Green with the ball. Irving looking for an opening. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for Aldridge is our sideline reporter. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Lillard the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. And he elevates with a slam dunk, and Brook Lopez did not like that.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Outside Holiday. High post Lopez. For 3, Middleton. And it's rebounded by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. For the 3, Giannis grabs the miss. Lopez inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. Middleton outside. To the inside. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Clock at 4. Middleton left side. Powell dishes to Covington. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Middleton with it. Lillard picks him up. Stolen by McCollum. Lillard outside. For 3. Portland again missing. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Stolen by McCollum. And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
And it's the Bucks ball. Looking for the first basket of the game. And the pass to DiVincenzo. Pass to Lopez. The putback. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down. And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Here's Holiday following the score by Damian Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. That one falls.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
Lillard surveying the D. Hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got 7. Bucks trail by 5. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside from past the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. McCollum outside. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Stolen by Middleton. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
I don't know. 2 strides, 3 strides. What was that? Giannis covering some ground.
Now Lillard. He has 7. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Holiday. Covington with the steal. Lillard attacking, and he gets the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Bucks trail by 5. And here's Holiday. On the wing, Giannis. From 10 feet out, his second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Passes to Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard. No good on that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Middleton. Antetokounmpo controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and the ball falls right into it.
Lillard attacking.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Milwaukee. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying.
Being able to go through adversity and come up stronger. I think that there was a lot.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here is Forbes. Over to the left wing. Here's Middleton. Portland grabs the miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Connaughton after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. To the right side. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got his first 3 points of the game. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
And so here's Portland after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Forbes kicks it to Tucker. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Connaughton. His three-pointers off the mark. Portland trailing here. Here's Simon. And he goes in for the dunk.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Pass to Portis. $18 feet out, and it's in off the backboard. Portis has got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now the pass to Simons. Lobs it up for Cantor. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And he jams it with authority.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Trailblazers trail by 4. 1:32 left in the first half. Here's Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Lillard attacking. No good that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Here's Jones following the bucket by the Bucks. Hollis Jefferson finds Jones. And Jones slams it home.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Holiday surveying the floor. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Lopez powering through that time.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard outside. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Holiday brings the double team. Three-pointer, Lillard. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. Trailblazers trail by 6, stops, pops. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Money from the wing.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Lillard with it. 11 points in the game. Now, here's Nurkic. Lopez with the steal. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Here's Holiday. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. From the arc.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Here's Anthony. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Signs of Antetokounmpo really figuring things out. His offense starting to look more and more natural.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Lillard against Holiday. 6 on the shot clock, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Avi Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Powell, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Portis with it. Lillard picks him up. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And McCollum with the slam.
Good hands by Lillard. You cannot get lazy or he'll pick your pocket and go the other way.
Here is Forbes. Lets it go from deep. And it's rebounded by Covington.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
McCollum, no good. Milwaukee leading by 8. Comes up empty down low.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. McCollum feeling it out a bit. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, C.J. McCollum could teach a class on how to get and one opportunities.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. Anthony's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And that one's good, Anthony.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him. And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Trailblazers trail by 3. He lobs it up, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then C.J. getting slick.
T dishes to Antetokounmpo. T kicks to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks working the ball around. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. 6 to shoot. There's the lob to Portis.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. McCollum, no good.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And Portis throws it down.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Feeds to Cantor. Chalk up 2 there.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Passes it to Simons for the tie. Good on the triple. Simons has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. Now T. That will count, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And Middleton kicks to Lopez. Pass to Holiday for 3. Middleton buries it from three-point range. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
Here's Simons, guarded by Holiday. Stolen by Holiday. One-on-one here. Middleton against Anthony. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Antetokounmpo. No good that time. Good D by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 3. Taken away by Holiday. Here's Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Outside Holiday. Middleton outside. 5 to shoot.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Here is Lillard. Over Holiday. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Lillard.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Holiday. DiVincenzo with it. Antetokounmpo inside. Covington's there. And contact on the shots. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Count that one. Now it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
McCollum outside. Covington passes to McCollum. Back to Covington from deep. The rebound by Middleton.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside Holiday. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 9 points for C.J. McCollum.
And McCollum's pace hasn't changed even under pressure.
58 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Holiday finds Lopez. Bucks passing it around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
How about Lopez inside showing some smooth, fluid moves?
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And Portland making a change here. Jones is checked in, and he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Holiday against Lillard. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Covington. It's good.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
And an intentional foul right there.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 4. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. Then there's Batum, and it's Jackson in at the 1. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Outside, George takes the three. That one, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And here's McCollum for three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Portland shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And he nails the third.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Now, here's George. No good on the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The three from George. No good there. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard with it. Guarded now by Jackson. McCollum kicks to Powell. McCollum feeling it out a bit. And there's the pass to Nurkic. Just 5 on the clock. Over Batum. Nurkic can't hit. Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And here's George for 3. And it's George again missing.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. No good with the triple. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants. Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lillard against Jackson. Lillard outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. LA has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And here's George for 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Covington with the bucket.
Have to guard Covington at all times from outside the arc. He is lethal from deep.
Lillard against Jackson. Outside Leonard. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. The 3 from McCollum. Rebound by the Clippers. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Portland leading by 3. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard against McCollum. Shoots it. And Leonard gets it to go.
This is what you want to do on the offensive end. Get Kawhi looks in the paint. Rely on him to make a play.
McCollum up top. 6 points for him. And Kanter throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now here's Leonard. It's a 3-point game. Off target with his 3. The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Passes to Kanter. Here's Simons over Rondo. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Zubats. Here's Mann. Off target from three-point range. Trailblazers leading by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Anthony. It's rebounded by Leonard. Three-pointer. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Eight seconds left to play in the first. Simons surveying the D. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 3. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Well, yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Anthony. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2-guard spot. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 3-point game. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Kanter got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Beyond the arc. Kennard's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 3. Stolen by Zubats. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Lillard the pass to Simons. Clock at 6 from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Ibaka finds Kennard. Puts up a 3. Outside for Rondo. Kennard the pass to Ibaka. Shoots over Lillard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Tries it from 9. And he connects with the jumper. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
It always helps when your big man dishes it like that. Kanter, excellent with that read.
Kennard on the wing. Here's Mann, covered by Anthony. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for Collins. The 3 from George. Basket made. That's his 3rd of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. This one for 3. It's hauled in by George. LA's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Jackson misses. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Pass to Zubats. Right side George. Fires the 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubats. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great player. From deep, George. That shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. The three from McCollum. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. And now a 5-point Trailblazer lead. Outside, George. Launches a three. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Takes a three. Batum grabs the miss. McCollum's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside, Jones. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 5.
Gotta run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Trailblazers leading by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, it's been a grinded-out game. What have you seen from your team so far?
Well, we're competing. You know, neither team's really shooting.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. They're in good position at the half after a second quarter that was dead even in scoring. What did you think about Portland, Kenny?
The hostile environment in this building has not been an issue. They've come in here, they focus like they would be at home.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to... Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Portland leading by 3. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. George against Lillard. And stolen by Lillard. All alone. And Lillard throws it down.
And that's like taking candy from a baby. When Lillard gets his hands on the ball with open court in front of him, he's going all the way.
From deep, George. No good on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. The 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, George. He kicks it to Batum. The 3. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Paul George.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Lillard against George. Down low. Here's Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Nurkic has got his first points of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's George for three. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. For the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for George. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Lillard with it. Kicks it to McCollum. Over Rondo. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Over Kennard. Tips it up. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Hands the shot with nobody near him. And now a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. There's 1:38 left in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 ball. Portland no good that time either.
Well, so far, his cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead. Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the third. Here's Lillard, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And boy, he can strike at any time. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Lets it go. Lillard again missing.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Kennard. Rondo against Lillard. Bobbed up there for Collins. Doesn't go that time.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time, but with...
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter, Hyundai Hollis Jefferson out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones, and it's McCollum in at the point. Kennard for 3, buries the long-range jumper. Kennard's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
McCollum against Beverly. Back to Anthony. Outside, Jones. From the low block, knocked away. Anthony with the bucket.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
One-on-one fast break. 2 free throws coming up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
He dishes it to Anthony. The pass to Jones. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Tight defense on him.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. Nurkic checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Hyundai Hollis Jefferson. Clippers trail by 6. And here's George. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Launches it. They get it back. Here's the 3. He can't get that one.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Passes it to Jones. High post, Nurkic. Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 5. The dish to McCollum. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Luke Kennard. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Jones. George with the ball. Lillard picks him up. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Important time in the game in terms of momentum. You see Reggie willing to put the team on his back.
Lillard on top, guarded by Jackson. Lillard against Jackson. The 3. Portland again missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
George looking around. From deep. And it's it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard's got his 5th rebound in this one. McCollum outside. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
From deep, George doesn't go for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Lillard way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
This has reached desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on. No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
It's McCollum on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. The 3 from George. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
Pass to Lillard. Shoots. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
The 3 from George. Can't connect. So the Trailblazers win it. They seem to rep. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.